Today, we're talking about the 5 steps to landing real estate contracts with motivated sellers. Now, what's great is that these steps, they don't ever change, right? So even though tactics and strategies change with the times, this actual process to landing contracts, it remains the same. So you can actually breeze through some of these more quickly than others, depending on what you have established in your business, including relationships and simple sales systems. But regardless of how long you've been in real estate, you follow these steps and you're going to land contracts. So let's dive in. So the 5 steps are lead gen, pre-qualification on the seller side, pre-qualification on the property side, making offers, and confirming agreements with contracts. Taking it from the beginning, when focused on the lead generation portion of your real estate business, the aim is to generate opportunities to connect you with homeowners. It's not about trying to figure out if the homeowner is ready to sell yet. It's simply about connecting with them, getting to know them, and positioning yourself as the trusted resource and advisor for your homeowner. Now, you could take this relationship building stage as far as you want. In the Honest Investors Academy, which is my signature program helping real estate sales professionals to build sustainable businesses and dominate their specific markets ethically, we build entire systems around our lead gen because it's really the bloodline of our real estate businesses. As a real estate salesperson, your first goal should be to connect with as many homeowners as you possibly can. In fact, I recommend setting tangible and measurable goals around this because this is actually something that you can control. So if you set a goal of connecting with 10 homeowners per day, you would know that you would connect with anywhere from about 280 to about 310 owners per month. The second step is to pre-qualify your sellers. Now, you can't control whether or not every homeowner you connect with likes you, wants to do business with you, or even qualifies to do business with you, depending on the specific real estate strategy that you employ. But you can pre-qualify your connections. Pre-qualifying your sellers allows you to sort your leads based on factors like motivation and urgency. If you want to learn more about what my true definition of a motivated seller is, and no, it's not simply someone that has their property listed on the most recent pre-foreclosure or tax lien list, check out the Magnetic to Motivated Seller workshop. I'll leave the link somewhere below this video. But in a nutshell, motivated sellers don't need to be convinced to sell their properties. The best sellers already know they want to sell, but for whatever reason, they haven't done so yet. It's your job to connect with them, step 1, and then determine if the homeowners you are in connection with actually want to sell. That's step 2. To be clear, if you are focused on the wholesaling strategy, which I know a lot of my community is, your motivated seller profile looks wildly different from, let's say, a luxury realtor. So determine what that motivated seller profile needs to look like based on which real estate strategy you're focused on. From there, you have the pre-qualification of the property. Once you know you are dealing with a truly motivated seller, you need to qualify the property. This step is often missed, but it's incredibly important. Qualifying the property is about determining what the numbers are from ARV all the way through to the sales price or your maximal allowable offer to your motivated seller. It requires you to have a candid conversation with your sellers about what's going on with the property. Why are they selling it? What's owed? Things like that. If you don't know the numbers on the property, you'll be running blind when it comes to making offers. And blind offers, they tend to get rejected. So know the numbers on the deal before making an offer. If you skip step 1 of this process, sellers won't tell you what you need to know. If you skip step 2, sellers end up resisting your offers because you don't understand their motivation. As you can see, this is a process, which means that you need to go from step 1 to step 5 instead of jumping all the way around. The next step is to make offers. Make good offers. A good offer is not the same thing as your proposed sales price. And I know this might sound like news to you, but a good offer is actually about understanding what your sellers want out of the deal. and determining how you can structure the sale so that they ultimately get what they need out of it. Now, it doesn't mean that your motivated seller will get top dollar for the property. And it doesn't necessarily mean a good offer means that you're going to walk away a millionaire at the end of it either. In fact, I've never met a truly motivated seller asking for top dollar. If you have the seller's motivation for selling the property and the numbers on the property, and you've established trust, you will know whether or not to even make an offer. And if you're savvy, you'll ask questions that help you to know if the seller is even open to, let's say, a wholesale sales price versus a creative financing option. And at this stage, you haven't even given them a sales price yet. You're just determining whether or not this is a good deal based on what is the situation at hand. And last, but certainly not least, you have to confirm all of this with agreements. Towards the end of your offer, you should have determined what the sales price could be, and it might be that you have multiple offers depending on what the specific situation is with the seller. When you have come to an agreement about what you'll sell, buy, or assign, depending on the strategy you're focused on, you need to lock the agreement in place with the purchase and sale agreement. Your agreement is essentially everything you've discussed in writing, including things like the purchase price, the terms of purchase, whether you can assign your interest in the property to someone else, and also what happens if the agreement doesn't work out anymore. Your agreement talks about what happens if you can't sell, buy, or assign the property within a given time frame. And what is that time frame? Or simply whether or not you get a due diligence period, and what happens if that due diligence period passes and the numbers don't work out. If you follow this process, you are virtually guaranteed to land contracts with motivated sellers. And remember, it's not about cold calling. It's not about door knocking. It's not about any specific tactic, including social media marketing, paid advertising, and the like. It's about you determining whether or not you're dealing with a truly motivated seller, someone that actually wants your support, someone that you can support by allowing you to buy the property, sell the property, or assign it to help them to reach their goals. So what I really want you to do is to take massive action, make good offers, and confirm your agreements on paper. If you like this video and you would like to learn more about how to build an unshakable, ethical real estate business, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below with your greatest takeaway.